This is a brief report on a plane and a helicopter collision in England. And it's not just any collision. It happened over the home of Nathaniel Charles Jacob Rothschild. And here you can see him. He is currently the granddaddy of the Rothschild family. Now I want you to know something about this man. Here's his home. There's a picture of him, an illustration that was done by Lucian Freud. I don't know if he's any relation to Sigmund Freud, but that's his portrait. And then here's the home. Now this airplane and helicopter collided in the airspace above the home. And it's kind of interesting because this home is in the middle of an area where you would think they could avoid each other, but apparently at certain times during the day, 30-minute segments during the days between November 7th and November 30th, there was a notice to airmen that went out telling air traffic control and pilots that for 30 minutes during the day, this airspace was not going to be controlled by the tower, by the air traffic control en route facilities. So they were kind of on their own, and it's called visual flight rules, and you just look out for the other guy. Now, the crazy thing about this plane and this helicopter crash is that it happened over this home, and these people are possibly the most powerful elite in the world. Now, let's take a look at what happened at this crash. So we have a helicopter and a airplane, it's a Cessna. It was built in 1982, an older Cessna flying over this estate. You can see the estate right here. Now, I tried to play this, and for some reason the sound isn't coming out. Let's try it again. Well, it's just footage, I guess, of showing you where the plane crashed, and you see the two guys wandering around over here. And there's the crash, the supposed crash. Emergency services went there. They say, I've seen two reports. One says 3 people were killed. The other says 4 people were killed. And no names, no gender, nothing. So we don't know who these people are. And I'm going to go all wild and wacky conspiracy theorist with you right now. And I'm just going to suggest that just possibly this guy, if anyone was killed, it could be this guy, though we don't know. And I'll tell you why. It's because President Trump said that we are witnessing the calm before the storm. And after he said that, we had the Saudi house, the royal family, just get upended, and the crown prince had arrested anybody who could give him any trouble. He said he was cleaning house. He was going after corruption, and basically the Saudis don't have any money, so they took 70%. This was the deal: you give us 70% of your money to all these princes that were billionaires or are billionaires, or maybe they're not billionaires anymore, in exchange for their freedom. So that was one thing that happened, and then we had this huge scandal outbreak, starting with Harvey Weinstein in Hollywood, and now in D.C. about these sexual predators. All right, so now we've got this crazy crash. And what if someone wanted to take out Jacob Rothschild, because he is the controller of the banks. I mean, his I don't know if it's his great-grandfather, great-great-grandfather in the 1800s, 1700s, was the banker, the Jewish banker for the royal family. And they have been in banking ever since. They control basically our Federal Reserve. They are the money people. They are trillionaires. They control money, they have their hands in the entire world. They are the global elite. They're also part of the Illuminati. And what if Jacob was taken out by MI6, by the CIA, by the Mossad, and a couple of snipers, or one good sniper, got up there and got him, because it is said that he was on the grounds walking at the time of the accident. What if they took him out? And then they jumped out of the plane. One jumped out of the plane, one jumped out of the helicopter, and they got out of there, and the two machines collided, and now it just, oh, it was an accident. And what if there aren't any bodies? I don't know. After Las Vegas, and after this, some strange things have come out about the shooting in Texas, I just don't trust these people anymore. So let's go ahead and go through some. There's the photo of the wreckage. You can see the helicopter, looks like one of the helicopter blades. There's the Jacob's home. That's the scene. And apparently you see there in that picture, there's the smoke. So we don't know. I want to also take you to this website. This is called Humans Are Free, and it talks about the majority of the world's wealth is held in the hands of a few very influential families. And here's the story right here about the Rothschilds family. Has its origin in the 18th century in Germany. And Meyer Amschel Rothschild, a founding member of the family, was a court Jew, which means that he was a banker, a Jewish banker who dealt primarily with the nobility. And then he went on to establish a banking family of international significance, and it goes everywhere. Europe, probably South America, Africa, all over the world, just because they have their hands in the pockets of everyone who has money. And they are connected to people in the U.S. And so anyway, just something to think about. Hopefully we'll find out what happened with this crash. Then again, sometimes we never know. It takes years and years for the stuff to come out. Hopefully not. Hopefully this time it'll just be a few weeks, and we'll know what really happened. Thanks for listening. This is Lori Colley with Praying Citizen.